Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Golden Bachelor April Kirkwood wants chance with Joan's man. Golden Bachelor alums Kathy Swartz and Susan Knowles joked about taking Joan Vasso's Golden Bachelorette leftovers, but they aren't the only ones with eyes on Joan's men. Their former co-star, April Kirkwood, took to Instagram to share which of Joan's suitors she thinks would be her perfect match. Keep reading to see if you agree. Joan Vasso's Golden Bachelorette season so far. Joan Vasso's was chosen as the first Golden Bachelorette. She was a contestant on Jerry Turner's season, but had to leave early. The new Bachelor spin-off kicked off last week. With 2 episodes under her belt, Joan has already sent home 10 of her 24 suitors. Chalk Chapel is an early front-runner after warming Joan's heart and stomach with a special bowl of soup. Other early fan favorites include Pascal Ebguy and First Impression Rose winner Keith Gordon, but only one man can win Joan Vasso's final Golden Rose. The rest of the men could potentially find love with the ladies of Golden Bachelor if ABC goes ahead with a Golden Bachelor in Paradise season. April Kirkwood isn't waiting to stake her claim on one of Joan's men. Golden Bachelor April Kirkwood wants chance with Joan's man. April Kirkwood didn't find love with Jerry Turner either, but she's remained active on social media and in Bachelor Nation. She took to her Instagram to share a message she'd received from a viewer. A fan sent her a screenshot of a discussion in a forum about the franchise on a social media platform. The screenshot was about how Joan's suitor, Pascal Ebguy, would be a great match for April. She captioned the screenshot, "Do you agree? He is feisty with my energy." Bachelor Nation fans react. April Kirkwood's social media followers want her to find a love again, but is Pascal the right one for her? Assuming Joan doesn't choose him in the end, several people thought he would be a perfect match for April. Check out some of the comments on her post. "I'm all for a paradise type of show, but on a cruise ship for the Goldens. I'd love to see the cast from your season and the discarded Golden Bachelors in Paradise. You and Pascal would be a great match. I think you and Jack would be comedy gold, but could also see Jack with Ellen and you with Pascal. Yes, you two would either have so much fun together or hate each other, but you both are spunky and adventurous and well-traveled. Yes, y'all would be perfect." April Kirkwood sat on her porch, sipping a glass of sweet iced tea, her eyes fixed on the blazing sunset. The golden hues of the sky mirrored her mood, a mixture of warmth, hope, and the glow of opportunity. She smiled to herself, twirling a strand of her soft, blonde hair around her finger. The world, it seemed, had been whispering in her ear lately, urging her to take chances, to seize the fleeting moments that came with a second chance at love. And now, with the latest buzz around Joan's new romance on The Golden Bachelor, April was feeling particularly inspired. For years, April had watched love stories unfold on television, but nothing quite captivated her like this season's Golden Bachelor. The show, which had once seemed frivolous to her, had transformed into something deeply relatable. A parade of vibrant, mature women, each with their own heartbreaks, triumphs, and stories of survival, competing for a chance at love in their golden years. It was more than just a spectacle. It was a reflection of April's own journey. And when Joan stepped onto the screen, glowing with elegance and wisdom, April couldn't help but admire her. But then he appeared, Joan's man. The man who was more than just a handsome face. There was something magnetic about him, the way he carried himself with confidence yet kindness, a rare blend that made April's heart skip a beat. His silver hair framed his rugged features, and his smile, oh, that smile, it was warm and genuine, reaching his eyes in a way that made her feel like he truly saw the woman in front of him. April had never been one to swoon easily, but watching him interact with Joan, she felt something she hadn't in years: longing. It wasn't that she wanted to steal Joan's thunder, far from it. April admired Joan and had no intention of causing drama, but the heart wants what it wants, and April knew deep down that she had something special to offer. She hadn't spent a lifetime cultivating wisdom, grace, and love just to sit idly by as life passed her. So when she saw the undeniable connection between Joan and her Golden Bachelor, she couldn't help but wonder, what if she were in Joan's shoes? The more she thought about it, the more April realized she had a lot in common with this mysterious man. Both of them had lived full lives, experienced the highs and lows of relationships, and were now at a point where they were ready for something real, something meaningful. She could imagine herself sitting across from him at a candlelit dinner, sharing stories of her past, laughing over silly memories, and dreaming together about the future. She could almost feel the warmth of his hand in hers, a silent promise of companionship and love that could last the rest of their lives. April's friends teased her, of course. "You're crazy, April," they would say, laughing over brunch. "You're going to compete with Joan. Have you seen her? She's a knockout." But April would just smile. She knew it wasn't about competition. It was about being open to the possibilities that life offered, even when they came in the most unexpected forms. And who was to say that she wasn't just as deserving of happiness as Joan? In fact, the more April thought about it, the more she felt a sense of empowerment. This wasn't about Joan or even the man she was drawn to. This was about her own journey, about embracing the bold, adventurous side of herself that had been quiet for too long. She had raised her family, built a career, and navigated the complexities of life with grace. But now it was her time to step into the spotlight, to let herself be seen for who she truly was, and to not shy away from the potential of love. She imagined what it would be like to meet him, the bachelor who had captured her attention. She'd be herself, unapologetically. No games, no pretenses, just April with all her quirks, wisdom, and heart. And if he didn't see her the way she saw him, that would be fine too. April had learned long ago that love isn't about forcing something to happen. It's about connection, chemistry, and timing. If it was meant to be, it would happen naturally. But she wasn't going to sit on the sidelines any longer. April glanced at her reflection in the window as the sun dipped below the horizon. The light in her eyes was still there, just as it had been when she was younger. The hope, the desire for companionship, it hadn't faded with age. In fact, it had grown stronger, more refined. She smiled at herself, feeling a surge of confidence. Why not her? Why couldn't she have a chance at love, even now? There was something freeing about the thought, a sense of release from the expectations of society. Women her age were often told that their time for romance had passed, that they should settle into the quiet contentment of later years. But April knew better. She wasn't done with love, and love certainly wasn't done with her. And so, with the stars twinkling above her, April made a decision. She was going to put herself out there, make her interest known. If Joan's man was the one she was meant to connect with, then so be it. She wasn't afraid of the journey ahead. After all, love wasn't a competition. It was a gift she was ready to receive once more. With a final sip of her iced tea, April rose from her chair and walked inside, her heart light, her spirit lifted. Tomorrow was a new day, full of possibility. And who knew? Maybe that possibility included a chance with the Golden Bachelor himself. April Kirkwood had always believed that love was something she could still reach for, even when life suggested otherwise. As a vivacious 65-year-old with a flair for fashion and a soul steeped in the wisdom of years, April was the kind of woman who commanded attention whenever she entered a room. Her deep-set blue eyes held memories of wild nights and heartaches overcome, while her laugh carried the echoes of joy and sadness, woven together in a melody that only time could compose. She had watched The Golden Bachelor with great interest, cheering along with the rest of America as older women defied societal expectations, competing for a second chance at romance. But when Joan emerged as the frontrunner, April felt an unexpected twinge in her heart. Joan was lovely, there was no denying that, poised, elegant, and charming in a way that made the cameras love her. But April couldn't help but notice something else, a subtle, unspoken connection she felt with Joan's man Jerry.